Hi everyone, hope you're well. It's Saturday the 3rd of August 2013, not a whole load to report today. I'm going to try and get back onto my dice rules in a minute. I haven't really done any yet today. I did do quite a lot of decluttering my room today. I found a whole load of old magazines and stuff in drawers taking up loads of space, so I'm going to just recycle them all. Lots of old like PC gaming magazines and stuff, which is quite funny and reminded me of like old demo discs, like when the internet wasn't as good as it is nowadays, and you'd get these magazines almost just for the demos and the CD on the front. So I don't know how many of you remember that, but it was quite a flashback. And I think the other thing is, like, back, years ago, I used to keep a lot of these magazines and stuff for like when I was more artistic, kind of like as reference material, like full of pictures and stuff, and just the information. And again, it's kind of before the internet was big, and so it felt like, this is all really, great kind of entertaining content, and pictures and articles and things. And it's funny how it seems completely pointless keeping it now, because everything's on the internet. Like, if I need to find out about something, or I need a picture of something, you just go to the internet. So it's funny how things change. So I've got a huge pile of recycling, so I'm going to have to put that out at some point, like bundle it all up and leave it for the recycling truck. So what else? I spent a lot of time today unfollowing certain people on Twitter. Nothing bad, nothing personal, but just going through all the things I follow, people and things and companies, and thinking, do I really need to follow that? Some things I thought, certain criteria, such as some accounts were just like, I've been following them forever and realised, this account they're not really tweeting anymore. They haven't tweeted for like 2 years or something, don't need to follow them. So that's just obvious, just cleaning up. And certain companies, I thought, well, actually, I should just bookmark their web page for when I need to find out stuff from them, rather than following them on Twitter all of the time. It's a little bit of waste. And a lot of YouTubers who don't tweet a whole lot, and I don't really... they're like acquaintances but not good friends who I'm necessarily going to have conversations with. I can stay subscribed to them on YouTube, but I don't need to be following them on Twitter I'm just interested in watching their videos. And of course, some of these people who I am friends with, again, might not talk to them a lot on Twitter, but have them on Skype should I need them. So again, not really... no need to follow their Twitter stream. And so I think it's a complicated issue I've had with some people in the past as well. I've got friends in real life who don't follow me on Twitter because they're not interested in me tweeting about Minecraft and stuff, but it's funny as some people seem to kind of treat Twitter as a social network, which it technically falls into that box, but it's not really the same as a friends. It's not called a friends list. It's just called who you're following. And you can be friends with someone but not necessarily interested in what they tweet about. But I don't... So to me, it's always been an unwritten rule that is like, you don't have to follow everyone you're friends with. But I think for some people, they kind of think it's like a friends list and you have to follow... sometimes... it's easier to stay friends with someone if you don't follow them on Twitter, because they might tweet passionately about something you have no interest in. Whereas if you're actually having a personal conversation with them, you just wouldn't bother talking about that subject. You talk about stuff that you have in common. But on Twitter, you have to listen to read every single thing that somebody tweets. There's no kind of personal mediation. So, but anyway, I was kind of wondering if it was a waste of time, and if I feel like I'm following too much extra clutter on Twitter, then maybe I should just spend less time on Twitter. But I do find a lot of interesting articles and information and stuff on Twitter. So I think was worthwhile trimming down what I follow to make it more focused and more fun, and yeah. So that's the other thing I was doing, and I noticed it's 5 minutes actually, so I'm going to leave it there for today. The other subject is not important, but I was just going to quickly talk about like the palaver over Minecon tickets, but it doesn't really affect me because I've no plans on going this year, just because I don't have enough funds. It's a long way from England, but I think they might have missed a trick because there's lots of like big YouTubers and stuff who are unable to get tickets, so it's a bit like, well, who's going to be on the panels then if people want to watch can't get in? So I think maybe Mojang are missing a trick, and they should automatically invite, like, maybe not every YouTuber, like not people my size for example, but like anyone like over 100,000 should maybe get in for free, and have a guaranteed place if they're going to like do a panel and stuff, because that's a kind of, I mean, that's free entertainment from Mojang's point of view. So I think they're missing a trick there, and maybe they will kind of realise that and sort that out, because it's only a few extra heads. So anyway, I hope you're well. I'll leave it there for today, and I will see you tomorrow.